he eat, he shoot, he post. Leslie Tay, or I would say Dr. Leslie Tay, is a famous blogger. If you haven't got a chance to visit his website, I eat, I shoot, I post.sg, you better go online and visit it right away. Because his website is actually one of the best resources for good and affordable eats, and a lot of people actually rely on his ratings to decide, what to eat. And his website, actually is one of the most famous Singapore best food blog, okay, so far. And currently is getting around 11,000 hits every day, and recently also has been voted the best food blog in the recent Asia Pacific Blog Awards. So I'm very, very happy to be here today with Dr. Leslie Tay. So thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much, for you to actually contribute on this audio interview.
Glad to be here, Mary.
All right. So, Dr. Leslie Tay, right? Maybe I'll say Dr. Leslie. Maybe you can share with us a little bit about your blog.
Well, it's a food blog.
Mm-hmm.
It's about what I eat, and basically, I'm a father with a young family, so we are always out and about trying to look for the nice things to eat. The last thing I want to do is to eat something that will only fill up the stomach but not tickle the tongue. So that's why I say, never waste your calories on yucky food. Because
Correct.
if you eat yucky food, you are actually putting on calories, making yourself fat and unhealthy, and at the same time not enjoying yourself. So what you should do is enjoy your food, even if it's a little bit unhealthy, never mind. But yes, as long as you enjoy it, but don't enjoy it too often, so that you have a sort of a balance of what they call it, moderation. Yeah, you have a balanced diet. You eat healthy food most of the time, and then every now and again you indulge yourself on something really, really nice.
Okay. Anyway, also it doesn't mean that those nice food is not healthy, right?
Oh yeah, well, there's a lot of nice food that is quite, that is not unhealthy.
That's not unhealthy.
But in general, all the healthy stuff, I mean, all the really tasty food, usually you eat too much of. That's why it becomes unhealthy, right? I mean, we're talking about cheese and cream and, all the nice marbled meats. All these things are actually quite okay taken in moderation. But because they are so tasty, people tend to overeat. And so when you overeat anything, it becomes unhealthy.
Okay, all right. And your blog is, itself is basically a very famous one. A lot of people have been visiting your blog every single day. And recently, like I've mentioned, your blog has been awarded as the best food blog in the recent Asia Pacific Blog Awards. So are you yourself actually is like a full-time blogger? Like, do you really do this like every single day
no,
for full-time?
The food blog is really a hobby.
Okay.
I run a clinic full time, but I don't believe in spending 15 hours sitting in a clinic. So my clinic is a 2-session clinic. We have a morning session and evening session. In the afternoon, I have some time off to rest and to relax, catch up with friends, go for some makan. Which is why a lot of my patients always find me quite cheerful. In evenings, I'm not overly tired. They always comment, yeah, doctor, how come you're still so chill? I say, yeah, because I had a rest in the afternoon. I had something good to eat. I met up with my friends, played with my kids, So I come back in very good mood most of the time. And I think they appreciate that. So it is not a full-time job, but it takes up quite a bit of my time sometimes.
Yeah.
But if you're doing anything, like as you yourself will know, if you are enjoying your work,
Correct.
it doesn't come across as work. It really is quite fun, and I find that whenever I manage to find something that's really, really good, I just get so excited. Take a nice picture, and then I just can't wait to just write it down so that
And share it to
everybody-
everyone.
Yeah, that's right. Everybody knows. It's human nature, isn't it? If you find something good, you just naturally want to share it. So
Yeah.
that part of it is really fun, and I update my blog 3-4 times a week sometimes.
Okay.
It started off every day because in the beginning, where I really wanted to just list down all of Singapore's best food. So it was like I went out every day, just look for really the best stuff around Singapore, and every day a blog post will come out, and people are just like waiting to see what I'm gonna eat next.
Okay, but I believe it's also a bit time consuming, right? Like how long do you spend to, like, per day maybe, to actually really do your blogging? I mean, beside the fact that you are currently running, you know,
Yeah.
your own clinic and so on. Wow, it's
Well, I do a lot
very
of my
busy.
blogging in between patients.
Mhm.
Sometimes, you know, in general practice, people don't like to make appointments, so they come in as and when. Sometimes we are very, very crowded. Sometimes you have periods where, you know, you have some time in between where you can actually do some of this work.
Mm.
So I do some of my work then, and of course when I get home at night, when the kids are in bed, they're asleep, that's where I get my a bit of quiet time just to do all the things that I want to do. Yeah.
Okay. So when do you actually start this blog?
I started
Oh.
in 2006 August. We are about 3 years old plus. Every year we actually celebrate our anniversary around October.
Okay.
But this year we somehow didn't manage to celebrate the anniversary in October. We are celebrating the anniversary at the end of the year. So next month we're gonna have a big, huge makan session. We've got a lot of people who are always trying to come in for these makan sessions. They are very popular. This time round, we wanted to get a restaurant that's big enough to host everyone who wants to come. Because in the past, we always had to tell people, oh, we have not enough seats.
Yeah.
You know, in our last session, we had 130 people turn up.
Correct.
Actually, 160 people wrote in, but the restaurant just couldn't handle that many people, so we had to turn people away. So this time round, we're gonna organize this huge, well, I call it the AGM, the Annual General Makan.
Yeah, I read it from your blog.
And it's just a time when I guess all the readers or whoever is interested can come and we can just eat together.
Yeah.
And we wanted to make it a very special kind of event. Every year we will, you know, pick a charity to support. And this year we are supporting the Prisons Ministry. And they do a very good work trying to rehabilitate all these people who have just come out of prison, help them to get a job and to reintegrate back to society. And in doing that with the parents, the children help, because our heart is always to help the kids. So last year we had a charity session for the kids, and we raised about $8,000 over dollars, almost $9,000 to help them buy school books, give tuition, transport, and all these things. This year we are going to help the parents, because by helping the parents get a job, we are actually helping the kids and reintegrating the family. So we picked a charity to support. We picked a restaurant that can hold up to 1,000. I don't know whether we're gonna get 1,000, but
have you decided on the location?
Yeah. We got the restaurant. I mean, the restaurant owner is very good.
Okay.
He is also very supportive. So how it works is that we're gonna charge everybody $50.
Okay.
The restaurant owner is gonna give us a menu that's worth $450. So it's $45 a head just for the food. But he's gonna charge it at his cost. So he's going to donate the $20 extra to charity. So it ends up like you pay $50, you get $45 of food, and $25 goes to charity, which is a good deal all around. So we're hoping that people will come and support, and if we can get a few hundred people to come, maybe we can even set a Singapore record for eating most chili crab, or something like that. At this point in time, it's almost 3 weeks to the event. We're going to start registration very soon, so we're going to see what happens there.
Okay, alright, it's very interesting. It's the very first time actually you have this AGM, the annual general.
We call it an AGM this year because it's at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Every year we just call it the annual charity dinner or whatever.
Okay.
But this year I guess there's a lot more to celebrate. The Blog Awards and the fact that we appeared on Channel U. We had our own 15-minute slot as a documentary. That was quite a milestone.
Yes.
And
and you also featured regularly in the radio, right?
Yes. I got a regular slot in 938 Live every Friday. And there's another radio station that we should be doing something very soon as well. Everybody's interested in food.
Because every single day there's some things that we definitely always look forward to. Correct.
It's the question where to eat next. That's that we have to answer. So
But do you straight away start blogging about food from the beginning?
Oh yes. Yes, it's always been about food. I guess my advice to